Hey my friends, CA here, and on Tuesdays we talk about toys and collectibles, and I'm playing in the Star Wars realm. If you're thinking about Star Wars and you're thinking about vehicles, the Millennium Falcon is one that definitely would come to mind. And I have the super large pop version of Millennium Falcon. I actually didn't think it would be this large, so I'm going to open it up and see. I have to say, the one thing I like about some of the larger pops is when they incorporate the backdrop in the box. Funko would not have a pop without a character, and the character of course has to be Han Solo. And yes, it is a bauble, and I never understand the idea behind the bobbleheads, but you know, it doesn't necessarily detract from it. With Star Wars pops, they have to have these bases and then the Star Wars emblem on the pop, but I like the fact that they try to incorporate sort of the ship surface into this base, and they've used sort of these clear pillars, so it gives you the impression that the Millennium Falcon is sort of just flying over the edge of this Battlestar. I assume this Battlestar, or maybe the Death Star. As you know, the Millennium Falcon, as it would be flying, it would sort of move, and they did a good job with not making it completely level against the base, but having a bit of that tilt as if it is moving, which is really great. And in some of the pops, they've kind of only focused the detail on the front end, and then areas that weren't really visible, they've just had as a solid. But in this case, they've actually put the detail underneath the Millennium Falcon too. So it's quite large. You'd have to have a nice shelf space to display that. Way down in the seat, again, one of the details, he's got his phaser strapped to his leg, so that detail is in there. And even some of the details on the controls. And for the size that it is, I guess no surprise, it's actually not that weighty. I think you'd have to be a big fan to get this. One, for the allowable shelf space for it. And then two, I think the cost, like even if you take into consideration some of the pop rides or movie moments that have been slightly larger, this is much more costly than those pieces, and not necessarily adding that much more except for maybe the size of it. So, but that's a personal preference. That is the Han Solo on Millennium Falcon Funko Pop ride. I will share a link to some of the other Star Wars pops that we share, more specifically the Luke and Tauntaun one that we did recently. If you like this content and like to see more content like it, be sure to hit the thumbs up. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified as more content like this is added to the channel. And until next time, one to beam out.